Hey guys, how y'all doing? I hope everybody's doing fine. So today I wanted to talk about Babygate and like my stance on it. So yeah, you're just gonna be watching cute pictures of Louis as I talk about where I stand now when it comes to BBG. So let's go. So if you've been following me for a few, years now, you know my stance on this subject. And I've been a buzzing Larry. I didn't believe in BBG, but I feel like my take on BBG has shifted in the past few months or maybe the last year. So let's talk about it. So officially, I don't think I'm a buzzing Larry anymore. And here's why. It's because I think this subject is a very fragile subject to discuss over the internet. And, it doesn't really matter what side of the discourse you're on. At the end of the day, you're talking about a kid on the internet, and he's gonna grow up and like see two people fighting about his existence and who his dad is and all that. So it doesn't really matter what side of the like discourse you're on. And like something I've noticed, it's always like anti-Larrys or who are always bringing the subject up and being like, oh, like you're the ones who don't think Louis is a dad and all that. You're the bad guys, which leads to people actually discussing about this subject. So I feel like it doesn't really matter what side you're on. So that's why I've like decided to like sit down and actually think about it and like where I really stand on this. I also realized that it's very hypocritical that I'm making this video because I just said I don't like discussing about it or like talking about it, and like it doesn't matter where you stand, but
I
yet I'm making
think
this video.
I'm like
That's why the
neutral
comments are
on the
gonna be
subject
off because
now.
I don't
Like,
want to discuss about this. I just wanted
I
to state
don't
where
care
I
if
stand.
he's like dad or
So
not.
at the end of the day, Larry is gonna be real for me because let's be real. In 2015, they definitely did have a falling out because if you look in the documentary, Harry knew that One Direction, or like he wanted a break, and Louis didn't know this. Louis stated in his like documentary that no one told him it was like over. But then when you look at it in like 2015, Harry was already signing documents for his solo career, and he had started writing on like his first solo album. So I definitely think they had a falling out in 2015, as much as there's like no proof that like 2015 was like a Larry year. At the end of the day, every year to the fandom is a Larry year, but like we know they did have a falling out, but I never see people say when they did fall out. And I think it was a long time, maybe like 2 years. I don't know. I feel like they did definitely have a long break, and things might have happened, you know. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Larry is still real right now. It just doesn't matter. And like my biggest one would be like in like the documentary, we see like that scene where Louis kissed Freddie on the lips, and like you just don't go up to like kids who are not family and do that. Like I know we do that to like kids in our families, especially when they're like younger, when they're like in a young age. But Freddie is like 7 year old, six, I don't know. And like when he did that, it's just like if he's not the dad, I find that very weird and like creepy. I don't know, that just doesn't feel right. That like if he wasn't the dad, he just kissed a random kid, not really random, but like an actor kid. Like that's like people don't do that. Okay, that's just weird to me. And also, like in the past, few months, not really few months, like the whole of 2023, I've avoided talking about this topic. Anytime anyone brought it up, I'd just evade it and not give my stance on it as much as I was buzzing at that time. As I said, I believe it's a fragile subject, and I don't know. I don't feel comfortable talking about a kid like that anymore. So this is where I stand now, neutral, leaning his kid. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. So yeah, bye. Love you.